Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live and to part 2 of coloring the True Sight Oracle. So I don't know if you guys remember this from the last time. It's been a while. We Oracle, which is based on Dungeons and Dragons and role playing, but it was published as a black and white deck. So I have been taking the time and slowly coloring in all of the cards. So I hope you can join me today, help me pick out what cards I'm going to color next, and help me choose colors because, you know, it's fun. More fun to color together. While everybody filters in, just going to let everybody know what's coming up. So the next show after today is on the 13th, which is Canadian Thanksgiving. But I'm really excited. It's going to be another Cooking with a Kitchen Witch. So you guys can come and hang out and cook with me. We're going to be making a really super simple, really easy fudge recipe. So yeah, that'll be fun. It's one of my favorite recipes to make. I've been having fun trying to kind of come up with different flavor combinations. And then the next show after that is on the 27th of October. And we're going to be talking about dice casting as a form of divination. Specifically the one that was published, I guess, I want to say almost a year ago now, by some lovely ladies here on YouTube. So I'm going to go through that with you guys, give you my thoughts and opinions, kind of show you what they provide. And yeah, we'll just explore it together. It's kind of fun. I have a bunch of D&D dice. So yeah. That's what's coming up. I also do have shows in November and December coming up with a couple of friends. So Diane G will be on in November to talk about the Akashic Records and maybe some ET stuff. And then I also have my friend Vanessa coming on in December as well. And she follows a Peruvian shaman lineage. So it'll be pretty interesting, I think, talking to her. So yeah, I'm going to take 2 seconds and say hello to everybody. So I have 2 cameras set up, so you'll probably see me glance over here because this is where my laptop is. I'm on my iPad here. Got the 2 cameras going today, guys. So I'm going to pop you guys up here. Hello, Moira. Hello. And Lauren, how are you? Thanks for joining me, guys. Moira said, have you colored anything since last time? Yes, I did. I can show you what I colored if you want. But here, so what I'm going to do is pull up the other camera, add this to the stage. There we go. Hope you guys can see that okay. So yeah, I can show you the ones that I did. So I was in the process actually while I was waiting of coloring in the backs of these. So the fronts of these are colored in, but not the backs. So you can actually kind of see, I think. Don't know if this is going to come down any lower. Give me a second. So this is one. This kind of shows you. There we go. Get it to focus. The difference, so the black and white versus the color. So this is like mid-color. So here, this is the black and white. So you can kind of see the difference in the colors there. So the ones that I've already colored in, let's see here. Let's adjust the color just a little bit here. There we go. That's better, I think, for everybody. Yeah, fancy tech tonight. Yeah. Actually, this camera I got from Amazon. It was like $80. It's great. It packs away super small, so I just stick it in my cupboard when I'm not using it. So yeah, we did, so Nat 20. This is the one we colored in last time. So if you go back to the other video, this is the one that we colored in the last show. So there's this one. This was the first card that I colored in. Difficult terrain. Sleight of hand. I had fun with this one. Little cat. This one too, I had some fun coloring in with all the different kind of wispy designs. Nature. It's a little bumblebee. So yeah, I've just been slowly coloring these in when I have the time. But yeah, so those are the ones that I've colored in so far. And then these are the ones that I'm working on coloring the backs in. These ones I colored the fronts in, just haven't colored the backs yet. Oops, that one's upside down. Do I find if coloring the deck helps connect with it more? I think so, actually, because I'm kind of making it my own. Nobody's is going to be exactly like mine. So yeah, I haven't used it yet in any readings, just because I feel like I kind of want to color everything in first before I use it. But yeah, I definitely think it'll just kind of make it my own, that nobody else has used it yet. So yeah, I'm gonna just finish coloring in the back of this one, just so I have somewhere to leave off. But then what I'll do is go through. We still have like a whole bunch that need to be colored in, so you guys can help me decide which card we're going to color in today. Oh, and for those wondering, here, I'll hold it up to the bigger camera. Where are we here? There we go. So this is the markers I'm using. So it's Artist Loft, which is like Michael's. Their pens, it's their dual tip permanent markers that I'm using. It's the 48-piece set, I think. You can also use Sharpies. I do have some Sharpies handy if I want to use them. But yeah. Oh, yeah. So the deck creator, let me hold up the front again. It was Eric I'm going to probably mispronounce his last name, but Melee or Melee. Gerald actually had him on his channel. This was a Kickstarter. But yeah, Eric Mealy, the True Sight Oracle. But yeah, as soon as I saw it on Gerald's channel, I was like, I need to get this. And I'm not one to draw or color on my decks, but this one, for whatever reason, called my name and said, like, you need to color me. So yeah, so what I love these markers. They are dual tip. So you have like this narrow end and the wider kind of marker end. But yeah, so you can color in. So I'm just going to finish coloring in, as I said, the back of this one. If you guys in the chat want to share what you've been up to, any big life changes, things like that. A bunch of crazy stuff's been happening on my end. As far as just like life stuff. I've been, we actually just started on Sunday. I started the second year of my Galactic Shaman course. So I'm super excited about what we're going to be learning this year. As far as my energy healing business, I taught my first Reiki class. I have another one coming up, actually next weekend. And then in December as well. And I am hoping there might be some news coming towards the end of the year about the new year, and the possibility of me teaching virtually. So if you guys are not in Ottawa and can't come learn Reiki in person, but if you're interested in learning Reiki, I will likely be offering classes in the new year, Reiki class, so the Reiki level 1. But that's a little secret. You're gonna only find this out if you're watching the video. So, and then as well, I'm actually going to my first vendor market fair kind of thing to promote my energy healing business as well. So that's kind of exciting. So yeah, just lots happening. So there we go. That's all colored in. I'll leave it laying out just a little bit, just so that the marker can air dry so it doesn't smudge. But yeah, we'll set those aside for now because just coloring the backs of cards is kind of boring. So yeah, so I will show you the cards that we have. If you see one you like and you want to say, let's color that one, let me know. So we have Encumbered is one of the cards that we could color in. That might be fun. A little bit of grass and some flowers and stuff like that. Advantage is another one. Wisdom. Intelligence. So we get some scrolls and some books there. Oh, Moira. It's actually a ladies' night. It's actually going to be out in Orleans. So it's just a small little ladies' night. It'll be nice. It'll be maybe, a couple dozen people, so it won't be, too overwhelming. I am going to be the kind of only, I think, energy healing kind of business there. I messaged the lady that's running the event and said, like, I don't know if I'm your typical business. But if you're open to this, I'd love to be there. And she said, yes, for sure. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to be offering card readings and energy healings at this vendor market. Disengage, bonus action, persuasion, proficiency, lots of hands in these cards. Religion, reaction, investigation, dash. This one might be fun too. Medicine. Okay, I'm going to set a couple aside that I think will be fun to do, and then we can choose from those. But I'll go through these anyway just so you guys can see them. We have dragons. Disadvantage. Acrobat. Arcana. That might be another fun one to draw or color in just because there's lots of stuff. Dexterity. Oh, the dungeon one? Yeah, here, let me go back and grab that one too. This one here, right? Yeah, I'll set that one aside. Total party kill. Animal handling. Survival, that might be another nice one there. Athletics. Perception. Charisma. So that one has lots of people in it. Combat. So fighting. Cantrip. History. That's another fun one there. Concentration. Initiative. Surprise. And group check. So yeah. We'll set those aside. So Moira, you said you liked the dungeon card, right? You like this one? So, is there a guidebook? Yes, there is. It's right here. I already colored in the front. But yeah, it's a nice little guidebook. It has a couple of ideas on like readings you can do. It explains about the language used, just because it's not typical kind of language. It is quite small writing, but I don't seem to have a real issue with it, but some people might. But yeah, like, so it has picture of the card, a little blurb about it, and then it also has in-game effects if you actually want to use the cards while playing your Dungeons and Dragons. I do have another deck, a little more a tarot deck actually, that is similar to this in that it can be used to play tabletop gaming. So in theory, I could use it and this, and you could use it to kind of see what's going to happen in your game. Add some chance to your tabletop game, your D&D, your Pathfinder, anything like that. So yeah, it's really, really nice. Yeah, okay, so yeah, shortlist. So your choice, Moira, there, the dungeon. So there's that one. I'll try and set them two here so we can kind of see them on the screen. We have history. So it has a castle and some books and a globe and stuff like that. Survival has trees and a compass. We have Arcana, which has some like symbols and stuff like that. We have Encumbered, so it's a guy backpacking. So we got some grass and gentleman with a backpack there. Can I do it sideways? There we go. And then the last one we have is Medicine. So it's like a vial with a bunch of plants and stuff like that. So yeah, those are our options. I don't know which one you would like to use, like me to color. Your choice. Audience's choice today. They're all nice, I know, right? Well, this was the first one that caught my eye, so let's maybe do this one. Not too complicated. We can have some choice as far as color. So yeah, let's do this one first. I'll set these other ones aside in case we have a little more time. All right. Can you guys see that all okay? I can't really zoom it in much more than that. Or the camera will be up and end up in my lap. But let's see. So I'm thinking you guys maybe decide what color. So these are his boots and then his pants. So you can maybe figure out, let me know what color you want to color in his boots and what color you want his pants. And then I will start coloring the grass here, the grass down below. I'm going to kind of use this in an olivey green color for the grass. See, I'm really excited for the shows coming up. I emailed Diane G and was like, hey, do you want to come on and talk about the Akashic? Because it's something I've always been interested in. But I never really thought of like, okay, who can I have on? And then like Diane G and I like kind of hit it off a little bit, I think. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of laughs and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys can come and watch that. That'll be in November. We'll probably end up talking about some ETs and stuff like that too. Just because it's both a topic we love. So. And these are really nice markers. They haven't dried out or anything. I haven't used them in a while, and they're nice. And I think I used a coupon too, so they ended up being like not stupidly expensive, which was also nice. What color do we want the flower? I'm thinking like purple, maybe? Purple or blue, something like that. Do brown for the dirt. Ooh, red. Red for the flowers? Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Just gonna color in the dirt over here on the side. There we go. Red flowers. All right, where is the red? Oh, this one's a nice cherry red. Does that look good? All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks good. Good choice, Moira. There we go. Got our little red flowers. And it's okay to color outside the lines too. I'm not perfect. Oh yeah, the lantern there. Yeah. Good idea. Yeah. All right, I'll do that one. I'll do that next. Make sure I kind of keep this in camera. Oh, here, this is a nice. So do you want the inside to be yellow or the outside? Like, do you want this part to be yellow? Like the outside part or this inside part? While you do that, I'm going to just color in the stick here. Up to me. Okay, sounds good. if this is actually a gold color or not. Should probably have a scrap piece of paper just to test these colors on, shouldn't I? Let me see. Do I have a scrap piece of paper? Yes, I do actually. I shut off my air conditioning and opened my windows today too. It's been nice. Yeah, that's a nice color there actually. Yeah, that's nice. That turned out really nice, actually. And then maybe blue for the little panes of glass. There we go. All right. So let's take a closer look here. So he has a bedroll there on his backpack. There's like a little potion, it looks like maybe. Oh, hi, Annie Bear. Nice to see you. Thanks for swishing through. Oh, yeah, sure. I can read the guidebook entry for the card. Yeah. Let me just see. So this one was encumbered. So this is where I was talking about letting it dry. I just put my thumb on where the color was, and you can see it kind of smudged just a little bit. That's okay. The other thing I think I found I did last time was like would take a Kleenex and just like wipe off some of the excess. Just a little bit. There we go. That looks a little bit nicer. There, so I just kind of blended out some of that leftover ink. So yeah, so encumbered. I think these are all in alphabetical order. Yep, they are. A, B, C, D, E. Still have to do that out loud in my head. All right, so encumbered. It means overburdened baggage. So it says, this is a card of burdens and the weight we're carrying. You may find yourself saddled with responsibility or even literally weighed down with material things. Be careful not to hoard literal or metaphorical baggage. Some things may appear potentially useful now, but carrying too much will only hamper our ability to progress later. And then it says in-game. So activities upon being drawn, the player who draws this card is affected by an intense and invincible weight. They are considered encumbered until their next long rest. Their movement speed is reduced by 10. Additionally, if this player was already encumbered or would have become naturally encumbered at any point before their long rest, they are instead considered heavily encumbered, and their movement is reduced by 20 instead of 10. While heavily encumbered, they can also have disadvantage on all ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls that could use strength, dexterity, or constitution. So that's so this part here that I just read is for if you're actually using like it in, as I said, in a tabletop game. But yeah. So basically it's you're carrying more than you're capable of carrying, which a lot of us are doing lately. So a lot of us are kind of encumbered at the moment. So yeah, we just maybe need to put some of that stuff down. Do we actually need all of it? Do we need to keep all those boxes? Are we ever going to reuse those boxes? What am I going to do with the background? I was thinking just like sky blue or something like that, like just doing like blue in the background. But I don't know. I am open to suggestions. I am open to suggestions. I think that's nice there with his boots. His silver boots. Maybe do blue for his pants to match his boots. There, that looks nice. Maybe have his hat here match his pants. This guy's very into fashion. He's a fashionable guy. So there's some arrows and a arrow, bow. There we go, bow and arrow. So that I'm probably gonna just do brown, just so that it blends. So do some brown here. Do the same for the arrows. There we go. I really want to use this burgundy color. There's this burgundy color in this set, like this wine color. I'm really wanting to use it for something. Maybe the bedroll? What do you guys think? It's like a purplish kind of burgundy maroon wine kind of color. Ooh, red straps. Yeah. So you know, I'll use this on the straps. I think that'll actually work really, really nicely because I can do all the straps this color. Oh, there. Yeah. That looks really good. Don't know if you can see that from there, but I'm just going to do all the different strapping here with the red. Do we have anything else? There we go. I wish I had a bigger camera because then you guys could see all the colors that we have to choose from. Maybe like an orange, a light orange here. Use it on the potion bottle, maybe. Be like an orange potion. Oh, there we go. That looks cool. Got our little orange potion bottle. Right? I'm just like, what do I choose? Going with my gut. We haven't used any purple yet. Maybe I don't know, blue and purple? Purple shirt with blue pants? I don't know. What do we think? While we're thinking about that, I'm just going to color in his hand here. Purple bedroll, maybe? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm really excited to like show you guys this fudge recipe. Oh, do you have other greens or browns? Yeah, lots of greens actually. I'll lay them out here and you can see. Don't know how well you can see them on camera there, but and this is this green here. This one at the top is the one I used for the grass when I was coloring in there. And then, yeah, as far as browns, what do we have for browns here? Not as many browns to choose from. So we have, these are kind of the browns we have to choose from. So this is the one that I use on the back of the card. So it's that kind of like yellowish goldy color. So it's this color here. So it comes out more almost gold, so that's that color there. And then I think this one's the one I used on the stick, and then this is like a lighter kind of beige taupe kind of color. Do we maybe want to use the light green on the main backpack, and then we could do like brown patches, or do we want to do maybe a brown backpack with the green patches? Decisions. Well, here, let's do, I'm thinking the little pack. There's a little tiny like side pack I'm going to do in this light brown. Yeah, that looks nice. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, and then we'll do the green patches. I think that'll work perfectly. Do some light green patches on it. Ooh, true. Well, we can do the light green here. And what I actually might do for these patches, because there's 3 of them, is I'm going to do the primary colors. Do primary color patches. So we'll do yellow, blue, and red. Just because we can. There we go. So now we have our patches and the primary colors. Because that's kind of fun. All right. What color do we want his shirt? Well, I was going to do light blue for the background, which will work well. I'll just make sure this is light blue. Yeah, it is. We also have the arrow casing. I don't know if you can see here. So we have the arrow casing. We still need to color in his shirt. The pack down below here, and then there's like a little kind of other thing that goes kind of under the backpack that we need to color. Here I have like a slate blue gray. Do that for this kind of pack that goes underneath everything. There, yeah, that looks nice like that. That looks good. Ooh, I have like a bright pink. That might be fun. Do it as part of the this like magenta pink color. There we go. Oh, light brown? Sure, yeah. Do I have... Let me test this color here and we'll see what it looks like. It's not necessarily a light brown, but it's like a peachy kind of color. That should... Is that going to blend too much with the backpack, though? Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, that works fine. Kind of like a peachy kind of skin color. There we go. I think that looks good. I mean, we could leave him with a white shirt because we're going to color in the background. So yeah, the only thing we don't have colored is his shirt. But as I said, I'm going to kind of color in the background blue. So the white shirt might actually kind of be nice. Yeah, I was trying to decide whether I was going to leave the background white or not. I can give you show you an example of ones where I did color in the background. Where is it here? So like this is one that could have had a white background, but I colored it in with that like light blue color. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera there. You can kind of just see it. So that's what I was going to do with this one, but what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Yeah, here's another one. I kind of colored in the background a little bit. What color do we want his shirt? If we leave the background white, yeah, the light blue looks nice subtly. Yeah, it is subtle. Yeah. So do we want to color in the background or do we want to color in his shirt? Because I'm honestly fine either way. What do you guys think? Coloring it in or leaving it and then coloring in the shirt instead? Hi, Diane! We're trying to decide what color, if we're going to color in his shirt or color in the background a blue color. So if we color in the background, it would be like a subtle kind of light blue, or we're going to color in the shirt. So if we color in the background, it'll end up looking like that. I'm feeling more of a color in the background kind of vibe. I'll leave the shirt white. That's the feeling I'm getting. So I guess I'll make the decision. It is my deck, right? Well, not my deck. It is the deck I own. I am coloring it. It was not the deck I created, though. I did not create this one. You prefer coloring the background? Perfect. And what we're going to do is, so this is the one card we chose. We have a couple other cards that we have to choose from to color in next. Because you guys are stuck with me just for a little bit. Diana, I was telling them about our show coming up in November and how excited I am. I'm so excited to talk about the Akashic and ETs. I should probably put this on camera so you can actually see it. The only issue with these permanent markers is they will kind of color up over and smudge other colors. So you just have to be really, really careful. So I'm just kind of I'm not worrying too much about getting into all the crevices and everything. I'm more treating it, I guess, maybe like watercolor. Just kind of subtly coloring in and around the image. Between his legs. I think that looks pretty good. Double check any spots. I think that looks pretty good there. I'm not doing Akashic readings, no. Maybe someday. But it's just curious that, like, I'm just curious about it. It's something I'm kind of interested in because I have been doing a lot of like past life work. So I do have some like curiosity about the Akashic. Yeah, so yeah, Diane, so this is the second time I'm actually coloring this in. So I can show you the deck. This is the deck here. The true, my camera's flipped, of course. Here, I'll show it this way. This is probably easier. So it's the True Sight Oracle by Eric Mealy. It was a Kickstarter. It's actually a black and white deck, but I've been slowly coloring it in. So you can see like the backs here are black and white, but I've been coloring the backs and the fronts in, making it my own. So, Moira, you like the dungeon one so much, so maybe let's do that one next. That might be fun. We can get a little creative with it and pretend maybe there's some like lights coming up here and stuff like that. So let's do that one next. Let's do this dungeon one next for Moira. Right. Yeah, because I don't want to go like typical like gray, more gray. So let's see. We could do the floor. So I will pull out some of the grays just because, yeah. They do kind of not show up all that great on camera, but some grays and some blue, kind of slate blue color. And there we go. Oh, I do have a Sharpie, a gray Sharpie here as well that I can pull out. It's a lighter gray. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I should maybe think about doing that. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Oh, here. There's another gray. Missed that one. All right. I'm going to start by just coloring in these bigger blocks. And then what do you think about like a complementary color for the floor? So I'm coloring in these kind of larger tiles. I'll hold it up to the camera too so you guys can see it a bit better because I don't know how well it's showing up on camera there. It is a fairly kind of reflective color. There. All right. So I've colored in. There you go. So now you can kind of see where I've colored in with the gray. So what do you think is a complementary color? I do have like a deep kind of slate kind of blue color. We can go with a brown as well. Brown could be an option. Oh, sure. Yeah. I can definitely read the book. So yeah, you guys kind of maybe think about what color we want the core. Ooh, gold. Ooh, like a gold floor. Ooh, I like that idea. This is, I think, what I used for the gold for the lantern. So we can go with that. Because yeah, that gold was really, really nice. But yeah, here. I will read the book first, and then we will color with my gold here. All right, so the guidebook for a dungeon. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons is like kind of, the most familiar tabletop game, so that may have been why. Is that it's just the most familiar. The gold on the card back is this one. So it's a bit more on the like orangey side. So actually here, I can show you the difference. So this is the card we just colored, so I don't know how well you can see the lantern. I don't know how well it's going to focus. Versus the back of the card. See if it'll focus at all. Not really, but yeah, you can kind of see the very subtle kind of difference. So do you want, I guess, the lighter gold, which is in the lantern, or the darker gold that's on the back? So yeah, do we want like the more, I guess, like lighter gold or darker gold, which is on the back? Up to me. We're doing the yellow brick road though, right? We've decided on doing the yellow brick road. All right. I think this one might work nicer just because it's a bit on the darker side. But here, what I will do is read the little reading for you first. So this is the page for dungeon. So dungeons are adventure, exploration, and possibilities. While for some dungeons may be associated with prisons and cells, this card refers to the kinds of dungeons that serve as common opportunities of exploration for the daring adventurer. This card foretells new possibilities in untrodden territory. It encourages you to veer from the safety of familiar paths and explore something new. Dungeons are places rife with monsters and traps, but also valuable loot and treasures. Be wary of the dangers on the dark path before you, but remember that few prizes can ever be attained without conflict and danger. And then it says in-game effect, so activates upon being drawn. The player with this card gains special awareness and understanding of nearby surroundings and feels at home there until their next long rest. The player is not slowed by difficult terrain. The party cannot become lost except by magical means. When foraging, they find twice as much food as they normally would. The player gains advantage on perception, survival, and stealth checks. So yeah. Ooh, try light. You can darken. Good point. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we will start with the light and then go from there. There, so that, I don't know how well you can see it. I'll hold it up here. Stop. Stop fighting me. That's what it looks like with that lighter gold. What I can do actually is in another spot here, do the darker, and then you can see the difference. There. So that's the differences in the two colors. Which one do you like better? Which color do we like better? I don't know. You guys can let me know what your thought is for the doorway. We can make it a portal, so I can like do like rainbow around the outside of it. So like red, yellow, pink, blue, green, orange. The dark one? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was thinking we could kind of make it like a magical portal. We can make it, or I can kind of do like rainbowy colors, so make it like it's almost made out of crystal. Because it does kind of look like it could be crystal. We can make it like a crystal doorway. Ooh, yeah, yeah, a gradient. That's true too. Oops. Always forget, you guys need to be able to see what I'm doing. Gonna take Diane up on her idea and do a little bit of the gradient. What is nice is these markers do blend a little bit, so I can definitely do gradients. There we go. Try not to get my fingers on the wet marker. What I'm going to do too is just flush out that just a little bit. Because there's not technically a true tile there, but I want to make it one. I want to make it one. So I was just adding lines around this one down at the bottom. Just wanting to make it a bit more like a stone. There we go. I think that looks pretty awesome. What do you guys think? Are you guys game for a rainbow portal? Yes, thanks, Diane. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, and safe drive. Safe drive. Yeah, let's do a rainbow portal. I think that'll be fun. And it's not your typical kind of idea, right? I'm thinking maybe just doing pinks and blues, maybe. So if we do kind of I'll hold it up too so you can see it in a moment. Okay, now we're going to make a decision on blues. So there's that blue. I think the other blue's going to work better. Because I think this is too dark. Yeah, that's way too dark. It's like a teal color, like the cap's like a light blue, but it comes out like super teal. Ooh, 3 red stones. Sure. Like the capstones, do those in red? Yeah, let's do that. Do we want a darker red though? Like a deeper red? probably be necessary. Yeah, I do kind of like a darker kind of red. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. That looks good, I think. And then do the blue. I might have to actually do the other blue color. That one is not going to stand out. Let me just see. Yeah, that is not turning out at all. Okay. Next option for blues here. Okay, yeah, that's way too dark. Let's choose that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Go back over it with the pink just because I want it to blend a bit better. And then I wonder, this is what it looks like right now, but I'm wondering if I take a little Kleenex to it. Oh yeah, that blends nicely. There, like that. I think that looks really awesome. They got our crystal doorway. I think that looks pretty awesome. All right, so we have the ceiling next. So the ceiling left, these kind of columns and the arches that we need to figure out what color we want to do for those. Just a little spot of gray there. There we go. Maybe we can bring some of those greens in that you wanted, that we were talking about, Moira. Here, what I'll do is I'll draw my little color sheet here, and we can look at what colors, green colors we have. There, so we have some greens we can add in. Hi, Julie. We're coloring in a tarot deck, a black and white tarot deck. So we're just trying to decide on what colors we are going to do the roof and columns. We could also do where I have all these different colored greens. We could do where there's the cobblestones. We could do them all different colors of green. That might be cool. Third green? So which one? From right or from left? Are you talking about this one? This one here? Well, here, what I'm going to do, make this easier, we'll do, I'm going to number them. And then that way you can let me know what number. So number 2 or number 3. Number 2 here, I think is the one you were talking about, right? Yeah, number 2. So number 2 was this one here. Yeah. Okay. So where do we want to put that on here? My mind is thinking the roof and stuff like that, because it'll kind of come out as a darker green because of the shading. Well, here, I can do a little of an example here, and then you can let me know what you think, because you can always color over top of it. You can always color over top of it. So that's what it looks like. A little bit, Julie. They don't layer all that nicely. They tend to erase the other one that I draw over the top of. So they aren't the best. But yeah, I can definitely, down here, we did 2 different colors, for example, down at the bottom. We were able to kind of blend them a little bit. So yeah, that's that kind of lighter green. I think that looks nice. It makes the pinks and blues and stuff like that pop. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to just finish coloring in the roofs, the roofs, the top, the ceiling. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, by the way. I know this isn't all that exciting necessarily. I do like to color. I do like to draw. I've actually been working on some paintings and stuff as well. Trying to get back to doing some creative stuff. Most of my time lately has been spent knitting, actually, because I'm working on a Christmas present for a friend, and I wanted to get a head start on it because I knew it was going to take me some time to do it. I'm making a blanket, so I'd show you, but I don't want to risk her watching this video and then getting spoiled, so I can't show you at least until after Christmas. We'll make sure to take some pictures. Oh, there we go. That looks really nice. That looks pretty awesome, I think. Yeah, Julie, I'm glad it looks like crystals, because yeah, that was the hope, that it would kind of look like a crystal doorway, a portal. So I'm glad it comes across like that. Makes me happy. What color to do those arches? What color does this one turn out to look like? Oh, it's a little bit too dark. Ooh, that's like fluorescent orange. Definitely not. That's even more fluorescent orange. What is with all these fluorescent orange colors? Yeah, let's go with that. Actually, that didn't show up all that much. I'm gonna, I think, use this light gold color again, just because I think it'll show up nicer and get the tone that I want. Oh yeah, no, that's much better. That's much better. I wanted something that kind of contrasts with the green. There we go. And I think I'm going to kind of do the layered green look here with these stones. just because I think it'll look kind of cool. There. Julie, I've been working with watercolors lately, and markers making abstract art. That's kind of fun. I'm waiting for some dipping pens. Ooh, yes, I've heard dipping pens are amazing. Yeah, Sharpies. Yeah, I was saying I have some Sharpies here too. I'm using Michael's brand permanent markers, so they're the like Artist Loft dual tip markers. But yeah, have you thought of doing a sample sheet of all the marker colors? That would probably be smart for me to do. It would probably be smart for me to like somehow figure out how to like number them and like put them in that order so I know what they all look like. Right? I think like this is a dungeon in Oz. I've been watching the trailers for the second half of the Wicked movie. And I feel like maybe that's where my brain is at right now, is I want it to be like the dungeons or whatever in Oz. I'm very much a musical girly. I never saw it on Broadway or anything like that, but where was that gold? I need the darker one because it's back in the back. There we go. That's better. Missed a spot. That's okay. There. There you go. Yeah, Emerald, Evertrain, Moss Agate, all the green crystals. Exactly. It's a crystal dungeon. So there we go. Got 2 cards colored in our hour. Thanks, guys, for coming and hanging out with me. So yeah, I'll put the 2 cards that we colored in. There we go. Look at all of your hard work. You guys helped me out coloring these in, which is awesome. I probably will end up doing a part 3 at some point. We'll do a couple more cards. Oh, cool, Julie. Apparently in October there's a challenge called Inktober, 31 Days of Prompts. Interesting. That might be fun to do. Get my little fingers going again. So yeah, thank you for helping me color in tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out, keeping me company. Thank you for any of you who watch on the rewatch. Like and subscribe, or share with friends if you think they might enjoy something like this. Let me know too. Comment if you would love to see more. And just a reminder for those that weren't here at the beginning, our next show is on the 13th of October, which is Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm going to be doing a Kitchen Witch episode because you guys love the Kitchen Witch episodes so much. So we're going to be cooking in the kitchen. So you'll be over in the kitchen. It may end up being at my parents' place. We'll see. So it might be on location. If not, we'll be here in my kitchen making fudge. So it's a 3-ingredient fudge. All you need is chocolate, like chocolate chips, cottage cheese, and some coconut oil. So yeah, hope you can join me. Really excited. And thank you again. Yep, you guys have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your week. And I'm sure we'll see each other on the YouTube soon. Have a great night, guys. Bye. And yes, Moira, I will have a part 3 and a final flip through and guest creators. Bye.